out of the blue, Apple came out and delivered banging result. Boom, Apple beats revenue and EPS when all the stocks, all the tech stocks are down 15-20% from Amazon to Meta to Alphabet to Snap. When they are all down, Apple deliver a resounding result. For Apple, it's all about their ecosystem. From the iPad, the iPhones, the Macintosh, and also the iCloud subscription. And the customers are very loyal. The demand for iPhone 14 is still very high, even though there is technical challenges with the COVID lockdown in China, so it's affecting supply chain. However, on a positive side, the lack of, the technical age is also making it look good in a way, because the demand for the iPhone 14 is still high and delivery is not meeting up. However, they deliver this quarter when it seems there's no hope for every other tech stock, which tells you that Apple is remains the giant. People rely on them; they don't rely on others. Just a quick note: I also read somewhere that Apple will now comply with the European law on the USB charging port. That's another thing, which is a welcome decision. Let's have a look at the details of the earnings. The actual revenue is 90.15 billion, while the estimate is actually 88.64 billion. On the EPS, it's $7.29, while the estimate is $7.26. It beats top and bottom. Let's have a quick look at the detail of the earnings, and we also have a look at the website. They have this Apple Deliver conference, Apple developers, community. They provide a lot of services. There are some services that you just might not know. Let's look at the watch, the watch, the iTunes, the music, the TV, the Apple TV. They provide all these services. You might not be using that. Another person might be using that as well. My son has a wristwatch. My wife has iTunes for the music. I use the iCloud to store my pictures. You see, so it's within the ecosystem, Apple is self-reliant. Let's have a look at the details, and we also have a look at the technical chart for the price action. So let's have a look. Site for Apple. As you can see, it has already identified that I am browsing from Nigeria. You can continue if you want. Here, I must say, their website looks very sleek, like their phones. It's a website you need to spend time on. You will really enjoy it. You will love it. If you're already in love with Apple, you're one of their customers, you should visit their website. It's very nice. It has a different kind of feel from every other website. It's more like you using your phone, the iPads, the Mac. You know, my internet is not that fast. But I mean, you can see it's loading. Yeah, this is beautiful. The website, you really need to spend some time to really have a feel of what their brand is. I mean, their ecosystem from everything. Let's go back to the top. Or here, you can see something coming up. You see? Yeah, these are the iPads, iOS 16. Um, get more out of your iPad. It tells you, what are the options you can do, what are the things you can really do. Let's have a look at, if not all the product, you can see this is the store, the Mac, the iPad, the iPhone, the watch, the iPod, TV and homes. Let's go on TV and homes and see. Um, on the TV and homes, we would see what Apple has to offer. So just be a little bit patient. My network is not as fast as it should be. Okay, it is coming up gradually. Yeah, we have it here. Every reason to turn your house into a smart home. I mean, guys, I encourage you to spend some time on their website. See, spend some time on their website, see what they have to offer. The feature hits home. You know, let's go on to the investor relation. We don't have much time to to spend on their website, but you can do that in your own time, as you can see. So let's move on to the investor relation. Under investor relation, as you can see, stock price, SEC filing, leadership and guidance, ESG, frequently asked question, contact. You can spend some time. Investor update, full year 2022, fourth quarter result. That's the one we want to actually look into. But then let's scroll down. Okay, these are the results you have from Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, 2022. So if I click on this now, I already done that and it's already here. So let's move on to here. This is what we are after. As you can see, um, condensed consolidated statement of operations, unaudited, in millions, except number of shares which are reflected in thousands and per share amount. Net sale, this is a comparison between this time 2022 and that last year 2021. As you can see, 2021, 2022. So product, you have over 70 million, you know, close to 80 million for end of September 24, 2022 compared to last year. So you mean that it's better this year than last year. And also, if you can see, this is September 24, 2022, when it comes to analyzing 12 months, this is for 12 months and this is for just 3 months. So cost of sale. Now what you can get from here is that since when the iPhone 14 has been out, you know, and you can see why the result is why they beat their earnings. You can see the result here. Product, under product, they have services, total cost of sale, gross margin. Total cost of sale here is 52 million. Gross margin is 38 million, over 38 million. Operating expense, um, selling, general and administrative, you have it here, 6.7 million. While total expense is over 13 million. Check with the previous one, and for the whole year is 51 million. Operating income, other income expense. This is in negative. Once you see the bracket here, and then another thing you want to see here, income before provision for income taxes. This is what you have here before the taxes. Net income comes to over close to 21 million compared to the other, you know, and this is the full year, almost 100 um, million. Earnings per share. This is what we have. We have $1 to 29 cents, diluted $1.29 for but if you look at this compared to the previous one and for the whole year, you have $6.11. Shares used in computing earnings per share. As you can see, here you have the basic is over 16 million and diluted is also over 16 million. Americas, Europe, Greater China, Japan, rest of Africa. So what you have is total net asset over 90 million. Net sale by category. See, I mean, you can in your own time, you can spend time to check everything line by line. As you can see, cash and cash equivalent when you compare the two, 2022 and 2021, you have here 23.64. This is over 23 million, and here is over 34 million. So this is I would assume the whole of the year. Okay. Then you have marketable securities, 24. This is approximately 25. Account receivable less than that of last year. You see. So vendor non-trade receivables, other current assets. As you can see, 2022 is greater than 2021. Total current asset. Let's have a look at the liabilities. Total non-current asset, total asset. Here you have 352. Last year is 351. Liabilities and shareholder equity. Total current liability is you have 153 million. Here 125. So the liability has also gone up this year compared to last year. Um, Total liabilities, the whole total liability you have it here is 302, while here is 287. It has gone up. Commitment and contingencies. um, Cash flow, under the cash flow, as you can see, you have net income, that's close to 100 million compared to last year, and cash generated by operating activity 122 compared to 104 for last year. So you can see that if you compare the two, this Q4 2022 is far much better. Here, cash used in investing activities, which is deducted because it's used in investing activities. So you can see they invested more here than last year. Financing activities, payment for taxes and related um, to net shares settlement of equity awards. You can still drill down. Uh, we can Let's move on to the technical chart for price action, so we can see what we can get on a price action. But then the most important thing is that you have a look at all this. It's important as an investor that you want to invest in Apple. You don't just look at the stock price and jump on it. You need to check all these things. The Under the investor relation, there are other informations there that might be for you to have a look. And also, spending time on the website, it's not a bad idea. Here you have the homes, you have every other thing. So let's move on to technical chart. On the technical chart, here we have this is a weekly chart, and the market capitalization is two. I mean, Apple is a $3 trillion company, but given the environment that we have, the beer market, and stock price is relative to the market cap. So you can see this is in trillion. Shares in float is 15,910.0 million. Shares outstanding is 16.1 billion. You see that? The EPS rating is 83, the PE ratio is 24, return on equity is 17.175%, cash flow not available. The EPS from 2016 till date, as you can see, it has always been positive. Apple has always been a progressive, profitable company. Now you have, as a close of 28 Friday, the stock price was $155.74. They beat their earnings, and the stock price was actually up around. Um, this is about 22 plus 22%. Okay, this is about 5%, 5.75%. But the 52 weeks low is 52 weeks high is 182, and 52 weeks low is 129. It is currently trading minus 14.9% of 52 weeks high. Let's have a look at the owners funds. Funds own 28%, bank 1%. Here we can do checklist. You have Benjamin Graham 9 out of 13. Warren Buffett has a share in Apple. As you can see, 15 out of 16. You see, and the only fail here is the liability to assets. You can drill that in your own time and see why did that fail. Let's have a look at the Peter Lynch. Peter Lynch has 5 out of 8. Let's have a look at technical. We have Apple is currently trading above 10 weeks moving average, and also slightly below 40 weeks moving average, but they're about that. Here is the price action. As you can see, um, the stock price hasn't really been yeah, it was also down due to the bear market, but it has been progressive. As you can see, there are times of consolidation, and also, you know, here you can see that it has been very uh, bullish. Then we have a period of bullish move here. Then we also have down here, we have it here, and then we are still in bear market, but it looks like we are beginning to move on upward trend. but then this should not even be there. So currently, Apple is on a bullish move. Let's have a look at it on a daily chart. On a daily chart, as you can see, you don't need a soothsayer to tell you that it was also trending down like many other stocks. But now there's a bullish move that we can see. Yeah. So it is trading above 15 and 50-day moving average on a daily chart. But on a weekly chart is different, but it's still the same thing, you know. So guys, be careful about I've seen the details of the earnings. It's actually the Q4, not the Q3. But then the stock price actually dropped. It did not go up. It's relatively within the same amount, you know. But just to tell you, where others are plummeting, dropping one way or the other, Apple remain solid. You have seen the detail of the earnings, the finances, and also the technical chart. No matter no matter the name of the stock, you still need to look at the balance sheet, to check everything. It is Apple, but then before you can add Apple to your portfolio on this channel, we will advise you do your valuation. Be sure it is fit into your own investment idea. Please have a long-term horizon when you invest in businesses like Apple and all that, you know, so that you're not short-term price movement will not make you run out of the market and lose what you're supposed to get in future. You know, having a good stock price at intrinsic value is key. But no matter what the price you think you have it is, could still go further down. But the confidence of knowing that you have the right business, the right stock, then that's what should keep you in the market. Thank you for watching this channel. We continue to produce content that will support your investment journey. Please call again.